all of them are Christian in Trinidad and Tobago, which I found out later on when I became Muslim. And my family here, like I said, my father and my grandma are they're Jehovah's Witnesses. So it wasn't to rebel against them, because like I said, I looked into those things before. I became Muslim because when you reach a point in your life and you feel you've got everything going for you, but you're still empty, and it's time to fill that space up with something other than unlimited, unsatisfying, irrelevant pastimes, like going out and doing this and doing that and just following your friends around. I found myself to be a sheep at some points, where I'd wake up and I'd look at my phone and I'd think, I'm just waiting for a phone call so that I know what I'm doing with my time, what I'm doing with my day. It doesn't make any sense to me. Islam is a way of life, it's a purpose of living, it's a best friend, it's a guidance, it's a wake-up call to society and of living like a sheep in inequality. I can't come here and tell my story in 20 minutes or 20 days, even though I've done quite well, even though we're running out of time, because I'm still on the journey, as I said. But I can tell you that when it comes to time to check yourself, question your direction and come to realization, you bow your head to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to God, to the Almighty, and looking at nobody but Him for the answers, you won't be let down, inshallah. Now, just to finish off, I want you to all go away and take 5 to 10 minutes of your life alone, away from the world, and really think to yourself, what am I really doing with my life? This is something that I do to myself every night, because you really need to question yourself constantly to be able to really think about where you're going. Because if you have no purpose for living, then what's the point of living? You think that the latest trend, the latest car, the biggest house, the most money is going to get you somewhere. What happens the next month when the newest car, someone with more money comes along and the rat race begins again? And where's the satisfaction in that? Always a want and a need. Thank you, Jazakallah khair. Always a want and a need is evident in society, even when the Prophet ﷺ said, if the son of Adam ﷺ had one mountain of gold, he would not be content, and he would always want another. Well, I don't know about you, but I know that I would always want another, because I'm really like that. But do more, be more, know more, want more, live harder, die faster. Is that really what life is? Everything has a purpose, so why shouldn't I have a purpose? Remember that ayat at the beginning, those conscious of Allah. Well, I was seeking the truth, and Allah Azza wa Jalla will guide you to it. He guided me to the truth, which is ultimately Islam, the straight path, the haqq, the correct way. So I'd like to finish there, and inshallah, I hope you enjoyed my small story and was able to relate to a few things. I hope I got to obviously put in a lot as well. I've gone over a little bit of time. Alhamdulillah. Anything good from me came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and any mistakes was from myself and shaitan. Astaghfirullah. Jazakallah khairun. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.